The topic of this video is the $1,886 monthly benefit checks for SSI and how easily this could be accomplished with a single, straightforward program update. This would have a direct impact on millions and millions of beneficiaries who currently receive supplemental security income benefits. As I previously indicated, let's go over the specifics right now. Just to be clear, we're only discussing SSI or supplemental security income in this video. I understand that many of you in this group are obtained benefits from Social Security, such as Social Security Retirement Disability, SSDI survivors benefits, and so forth. To be clear, while SSI is also administered by Social Security, it is not the same as the other benefits I just mentioned. We're simply going to talk about SSI. So, for those of you in the community who do receive benefits from Social Security, retirement, disability, or any of the other categories I mentioned a moment ago, I have a ton of films especially for you. I just want to quickly clarify it here so there's no confusion because all the intricacies of these programs are extremely different. I know, confusing. And on the channel for you talking about all the parts of your separate perks as well. It can be quite complex to go through all the intricacies and attempt to comprehend exactly what is out there, which is why I make movies talking about all the tiny parts of these applications. Nevertheless, I do want to talk about one straightforward upgrade to the SSI Pro program, which would drastically alter benefits for millions of beneficiaries who depend on it. Currently, over 8 million people receive SSI benefits each month. All right, let's go over some of these. Unfortunately, the objective of Social Security Insurance, SSI, was to help individuals escape poverty by providing basic financial necessities so they wouldn't have to rely on friends and family. It was established in the early 1970s, more than 50 years ago. This program has significantly lagged behind now, so let me ask you this. When do you think SSI was last significantly changed? I'll tell you 1989. So what is that third? Based on the math, that's 35 years ago, I believe. 35 years ago is a long time ago, so anything that happens in that span of time needs to be adjusted a little bit. As a result, this program needs to be modified as of right now, and legislation is currently in place. To take precise action, alter the program, reform the benefits, boost checks for beneficiaries to accomplish a variety of activities. But one thing that they wish to do, and once more, a lot of people in the community are aware of this and concur that this needs to be done, must be altered, including the elimination of the marriage penalty. I realize that's a really horrible idea, and I've seen your comments below in the comment box on the videos and live streams that my wife and I, Corey, host. I realize this is a terrible one, but for the moment, let's concentrate on it. Consider it this way, as of right now. I see this all the time. When will the marriage penalty be lifted? 2024. What is your maximum benefit as an individual? It is $943 for individuals, or $1,415 for married couples every month. All right, but why is that? You would imagine that an individual would receive $943, and then a married pair would receive twice that amount. So you would think it would make sense. But in this case, no, there is a significant penalty to these advantages of roughly 25% due to the marriage penalty. In fact, it's a massive drop. The entire cost of the marriage penalty for married couples receiving SSI benefits is $471 per month. If you're a married couple receiving SSI benefits, consider what an extra $471 per month may accomplish for you. I believe it would be somewhat beneficial. Could it help with rent payments? Could it help put some food on the table? Could it maybe heat the house to the right temperature in the winter and cool it down in the summer? The list goes on and on. I'm just providing you with a few instances. However, I believe the answer is yes to everything on this list. This is how it works. This program can be updated simply by eliminating the marriage penalty. There is legislation in place to accomplish precisely this. By eliminating the marriage penalty and keeping it in place, this program would simply see a benefit increase. Consider this, or perhaps more accurately, consider it in this way. Again, let's say that you receive $943 per month as an individual, and as of right now, $14.15 per month as a married couple. However, imagine what this would amount to if the marriage penalty were eliminated. When a married couple is eligible for SSI benefits and receives the maximum payment of $943 as two individuals, they no longer receive the $14.15, $15, or $1,886 per month, which is the $943 doubled every single month. Monthly benefit that you'd already be receiving because of the $14.15, the $1,415 you're already getting. So $943 for each individual is $1,886 a month, or an increase of $471 a month. Does that make sense again? Would it be a little bit life-changing, and all it would take is one small change? This is what we should really be calling it right now. I've noticed some of you in the community previously commenting below in the comments section, asking why are the whys? Why is the marriage penalty still in place? That's a pretty fair question. In fact, why was it ever included in the first place? Why was the marriage penalty even included in the initial guidelines of the SSI program? Location in the first place, all right. Well, okay, so maybe it was more than 50 years ago. Maybe that was a good thing. I'm not really sure, but I'm just saying whatever. Okay, so maybe it made sense more than 50 years ago. But why is it still in effect 50 years later and decreasing benefits for millions of people, once more pushing individuals below the federal poverty line? For the record, $471 per month would convert to roughly what is that about? $5,800 a year, give or take a little bit. I didn't do the math before I started working on this video, or before filming it, but that's around $5,800 a year. My point is, that's a lot of extra money that would be changing the millions of people's lives in a significant way, and this would really help pay the bills. And again, make for an interesting time, especially in a year like this. Okay, the 2024 election year, when we all know that they're trying to obtain our votes, but you know they might be able to do that from us. You would think that this would only take one small adjustment to elevate millions of people out of poverty, essentially overnight. Would that appeal to politicians a little bit? I want to draw your attention to this matter immediately, and I promise to keep an eye on it all going forward. If you would like to investigate any of the candidates for our votes, you would have to think very carefully. A current piece of legislation is known as the Savings Penalty Elimination Act. I know that sounds a little strange, as if the marriage penalty would be included, but it's true that this legislation consists of two provisions. One of its provisions is to increase the cash equivalent possession restrictions from the present levels of $2,000 and $3,000 to $10,000 and $220,000. Additionally, the marriage penalty is eliminated. All right, so that's one thing. This is what I want to rapidly draw your attention to in this video. Removing the marriage penalty would not be that big of a thing in terms of modifying it, yet millions of people's lives would be changed. I wanted to immediately bring this to your attention so you can see what's going on if you haven't already subscribed down. They have it because they are politicians, so remember that they have the right to make these changes. It's completely free to do so below. There's a large subscribe button directly below the video. Share it on social media with your friends and family. Return to the page and see any of the other thousands and thousands of videos. Many movies on the channel, including those to which I've included links in the description below or at the top of the comments section. As always, please leave your questions, comments, and suggestions below. Until the next time, enjoy your day, be careful, and have a good one. I'll catch up with you soon. You once more in the upcoming video.